As a taxidermist, I spend nearly all of my time trying to persuade people not to have their pets preserved. I wouldn't do it. It would only ever look like your pet. It would only ever look like them. Why would you want that? My name is James, and you're at my shop, Mr. P Milnes Antiques Curios, on Elm Hill. The shop has been here for 40 years. I sell and prepare taxidermy and antiques. Taxidermy is the art of preserving animals, or at least their likeness, using their skin. It is incredibly ambitious to think you can take an animal apart, put it back together again. My father was a taxidermist. It was perfectly common to see him sitting at the kitchen table skinning a pheasant, which we would eat. So I was quite familiar with the practice, but it was still a fairly painful process. I appreciate animals. I want to do them justice, and when you get it wrong, it's kind of heartbreaking, really, to sort of, end up with Frankenstein's monster. It is peculiar that I have a shop full of beautiful things, and I have to let them go. It's the nature of a shop. Part of it was the thrill of discovering new things and appreciating them, for a time, and then letting them go. I'm so familiar with that skeleton, and it used to actually chase me up the stairs, at least in my imagination, when I was sent downstairs at night to go and get a bin bag or something. And I would imagine this skeleton chasing me up the stairs, because it was usually very dark in the shop. It's a genuine human medical skeleton, which is, I suppose, on the face of it, a fairly creepy thing to have hanging around, but fascinating to see. As a taxidermist, and definitely not as a businessman, I spend nearly all of my time trying to persuade people not to have their pets preserved. A pet is not only something that you have a very close relationship with, but cats and dogs are uniquely difficult to capture as they were in life. They are complicated, they have social faces, and that's why one of the reasons that we like them so much. Trying to capture that is just so impossible. It's impossible, don't even try. Arguably the only thing that is so precious about your pet is that it will perish. Our last cat, at the age of 23, Bonnie, who was a regular in and around the shop, very popular. One day, she just went out, just sort of said, walked past me, as she would normally. She hadn't been out for a little while, like I said. And she just took herself out to the graveyard, where she laid down. It's something that we try to avoid, and we make spaces to avoid it. We shelter ourselves from the natural world, in which death is fundamentally the most obvious part of everything, from the manure that you put on flowers, which is obviously death, but the most simplest of levels, death is the building block of just about everything, including us. It's not really I see no reason to be upset with it, given that my existence is dependent on it.